ポッドキャスト番組オンベース with ムーキーベッツの最新回にパドレスのジャクソン・メリルがゲストとして登場し注目を集めています。番組内ではクラブハウスでの雰囲気や選手同士の交流、さらには各球場のグルメや施設についての話題など興味深いエピソードが数多く語られました。その模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
You guys seem like you got good people all over that clubhouse. Like every time I talk to any of you guys on the bases, it's like
speaking of,
it's nice. It's nice.
Hello. Next point. Freddie Freeman is the chattiest first baseman in the league. Are you in or out on that?
Ooh, I would say yeah. I mean, he talks the most, which is good. You know, he's one of the nicest there is. I give Matt Olson up there too. Matt Olson talks.
Yeah, Matty does talk.
He talks and he's a nice guy. Then
do you like that or do you not like?
I do like it a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I like that. I like how there's like there's a friend vibe, but on a different team.
You know, being as short, not getting to actually talk to people. You know, you do have to have the balance of, you know, in the middle of the game, you know, they're the opponent. You don't want to talk too much, but it's also like there's only 750 of us.
Yeah.
And like we're all brothers.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna just say what up to you, how you doing, how's your fam, X, Y, and Z. We don't have to have a full blown conversation, but you know, it is something that we're essentially kind of going through life together right now, and so nobody can appreciate what we go through and understand what we go through better than us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's
not like we don't have it that bad at all.
No,
it's different. It's different for sure.
Yeah, it's different. You know what I'm saying? All right. So last thing, San Diego Stadium has the best food in the MLB.
Like the stadium, like concourse and stuff.
Yeah. And you probably have you been to all the stadiums yet?
No,
not yet?
I've probably been to like 20.
Okay, so you got a little while to go. I'll answer this. I would say I'm off base because I do believe New York, the Mets have good
in the stands.
In the stands, I think they have really good. Now, this is not the clubhouse.
No,
but the stands. San Diego,
they have a variety.
It's dope up there, and I really got to experience it during COVID when we got to go up there and see. Because our food room wasn't in the clubhouse, it was upstairs, and so we had to go upstairs, and we got to really kind of see the stadium now because we never get to go upstairs. And,
did you ever play basketball up there on the San Diego concourse?
I've only been to one spot in that stadium, and that was just to go eat and then go back down. You know, when we go to the stadium, we're there for work, so we don't really get to.
Don't need to mess around.
Nah, we don't really mess around too much. So
but the food there is crazy. You can go from like tacos to dumplings to pizza.
Everything.
Like it's kind of got everything. So.
And Dodger Stadium, I wonder if Dodger Stadium is good now, and it's changed so much since when I got here. From when I got here to obviously Shohei.
Yeah.
Now the Japanese and all. I mean, the whole thing is revamped, so I'm sure it's good. I haven't tried it.
I was there last year. Game 2 World Series.
Yeah,
I was there, so I got a Dodger dog. It was all right. It wasn't bad.
All right.
It wasn't bad.
Okay. I do want to ask you about this, man. Our rivalry. First of all, do you believe that there can be more than one rivalry? Like, can you have more than one rivalry?
Like, can your team have more than one rivalry?
Yeah, can your team? Or is it only just one?
In my opinion, I feel like if it's just one, it's better.
If it's just one, it's better.
If you have one rival and you're also their one rival,
yeah,
like then you guys fight at it more than anybody.
But if you have multiple, then it.
I'd say you're just like for example, where I went to high school, we were everybody's rival.
Oh, okay.
Nobody really liked our high school. We were just kind of like we want to beat you. We want to beat you guys. So like I feel like you and like us now, especially this year, like everybody's coming after us, no matter who it is. But no, our rivalry is sick.
I feel like it is, man. And you know, there's been a lot of people say like, no, the Dodger Giants rivalry is a thing, and
because that's how it used to be. No,
that's how it used to be. Yeah. That's how it's always been, really. And you know, I can only speak from my experience here. The Padres have always been good since I've been here, and it's been like, but the Giants have as well. I ain't gonna say all. No, they've had some really good teams because Posey was there, and they had some really good teams actually. So the rivalry, I guess, it's hard to say because for me it's like it's really both of y'all. Like the Giants always play us tough. They always find a way, just like you guys do.
Yeah.
You know, it just looks different. You know, you guys have a bunch of stars and X, Y, and Z, and the Giants went through a little phase, and now they got guys there as well. And so, but like when I think of it, our rivalry reminds me of the Boston and the
does it feel like that, or does it feel more?
It feels.
Because I feel like I was a Red Sox fan growing up.
Yeah.
So watching it, it felt like that was more like blood, like we're coming after you.
Yeah.
For us, it just feels like, you know, we want to like win the baseball game.
Yeah.
But like we said, we talk to each other on the bases. We're cool. I feel like the Boston New York one is like,
if you talk to someone on the base, you couldn't talk to anybody. You know, there was a lot like throwing at them, throwing at guys, and you know, fights and all this other stuff. I don't feel like that goes on. I feel like ours is like a rivalry of clean, good baseball.
Strictly to win.
Yeah.
Strictly baseball.
We're going to hit you in the mouth. I don't care who's pitching. You're going to hit us in the mouth. We don't care who's pitching.
It's every game, dude.
It's every game, bro. Somebody will be cruising all the time, and then it doesn't matter. Like
somebody's going to hit.
Somebody's going to hit. It is what it is. And it could be just familiarity, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm even going through playoffs, like it just amplifies so much more. But even like yesterday, that was the first time we played each other, and it felt like
it was insane. Our stadium had not been like that all year, I'd say. Like the "Let's Go Padres" chants, like you get them in corners, you know.
Yep.
But yesterday, the entire stadium doing that, we haven't had that this year.
Yeah,
so
and
you can tell.
That's the beauty of it. That's what makes it fun. And you know, we know when we go into Petco Park, I mean, it's gonna be a hostile environment.
It's gonna be sick next week too. Like we go to you guys.
Yeah,
same way.
It's gonna be a hostile environment.
Hostile.
And you know, speaking of, through the playoffs, like I remember going in, I'm like, man, dude, we're playing at Petco. Like these boys, they raw. They gonna come at us. Like I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know how it's gonna play out. You have to figure out a way to like quiet the noise, but it's impossible to quiet the noise because you know what I'm saying. And so, tell me about your experience with the playoffs last year, bro.
I thought it was so fun.
Yeah,
especially our series. Like Brave series was sick. It was so loud, and I was like, I don't know how it's gonna get beat. And then first game at y'all's place, second game at y'all's place, it was so like, this isn't even close. We're close.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy.
The playoffs for us was so funny. Like we had Profar being a clown out there, just having fun, and he's the man, dude.
Yeah, I already know. He's an awesome dude. He's an awesome dude. Once he takes that field, though, he becomes a different person in a very positive way. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he wants to win the game. Like he's super competitive. You know what I'm saying? And you hit a homer there. What was going through your mind in that situation when you hit the homer?
I black out. You know what I'm saying?
It just kind of happened.
You black out. But Pro like robs your homer in game 2.
Yep. And
I was like, this guy is like, we're asking for it right now. This is hilarious. And then game 4, I think, or game 3. No, game 3 at our place.
It was back to back.
The same ball.
Yeah, same ball.
I was like, he's not doing it again, is he?
I was so hurt. I was like, man, this dude, because it was like when he caught it the first time, it kind of gave you energy, and not like crazy amount of X, Y, and Z, but it was like, ooh, good play. Like we dodged a bullet. But then to see it go over the next time was like, it hurts a little bit, you know? And so because we get a point right there.
For sure.
And so it changes the feel of the game. And you know, that was crazy, man.
I thought it was funny the first one when he caught it. You were like rounding. And then when you saw he had it, you're like, oh man. Yeah. And then the second one, you were like in the dugout almost.
I was all the way off.
So I'm in center, like looking at you, almost in the dugout, and then like, nah, Homer. I'm yelling at Pro, like, hey, out of the baseline, bro. Like,
I was way out. I was crossing past the pitcher's mound, and I thought they were going to call me out, just because I had never done that before. You know, I've gotten robbed, but never ran.
Like gone off the field.
Yeah, gone off the field or whatever. And so, man, I was so hurt. I was so hurt. So
it's more hurtful in the playoffs, though.
It is.
Like especially our playoff. Our series was unreal.
Because it's so hard. Games. It's like it's so hard. It's so hard, especially when they know you. You know them. I mean, you just have this pure rivalry. You just know, like.
Yeah, and we had good games all season too.
All season.
Like I feel like every game we might have had 2 games that were like you guys beat us bad or we beat you bad. But other than that, they were like
every game is right there. You know what I'm saying? And so tell me about your second season this year. Like going into it, was there something that you felt like you wanted to change or get better at, or whatever it is?
Yeah, I wanted to walk more. That was my.
You wanted to walk more.
Walk a little more.
Why do you want to walk more?
My ability in baseball is hitting. Like I like to hit, I like to swing. That's me. I'm not a walker. I'm a hitter. But there's also a point in time like people will figure out you're gonna swing, so they're gonna throw balls everywhere. And that's what's been happening recently. So,
and you don't think you'll take them?
Sometimes it's just like I'm in auto swing mode. Like I hit in the cage all day on the field. I feel great, and then I'm like, let's go use this swing. And you get out there, and it's like, oh, swinging at balls. So recently, I've been honing it in more, trying to shrink that zone down, get balls more in the middle.
Well, you will, man. I mean, I think being that I guess I'm your elder, my only advice to that is just kind of let it naturally happen, bro. Don't try and set out yourself to walk more, because essentially you're hitting what, fourth?
Yeah. It just depends.
And it's not really like your job to do a whole bunch of walking. Your job is to drive the ball. Like, so
I think it's more so not trying to walk more, but more so trying to wait for a better pitch to drive.
Maybe you can work on your approach or whatever. Yeah.
Yes.
So I just don't want you to.
The approach is always the same, like up the middle, over the shortstop.
And that will change. I mean, this is only your second year. Like,
exactly.
Mine has changed so much, throughout these years. But my advice would be just to let it naturally change, bro. Yeah. Just let it naturally change. You don't have to try and do this or try and do that.
Every time you try to force something, it just doesn't. It doesn't go the right
work.
way.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And so, if you want to walk more, I'm not gonna say walk more. Work on your approach. Then maybe find ways to do that mentally. But going out there, I think you do just fine, bro. I mean, I think you and I think me and everybody else in the league would rather you walk more. You know what I'm saying? So then you swing the bat because you
just
do so much
be more
damage.
Selective. Yeah, be more selective.
Yeah. Which
not
is going to obviously
walking.
Yep. That's going to be and you being more selective will definitely in turn help you in a lot of positive ways. So
100%.
How often do you hear what fans are saying in the outfield to you?
Come on, you hear it.
You hear it the whole time,
you
bro.
hear it. But
have you heard anything that's creative yet?
They're all like little league roasts, Like you drive a Prius, your shoes untied.
Whatever.
I say San Fran got some mean people out there though.
San Fran
they don't
have mean people out there, bro.
People say Wrigley and Yankee Stadium is bad, bro. San Fran is like.
Well, that could be because. The rivalry, because Yankee Stadium is bad.
I feel like Red Sox.
From my perspective, Yankee Stadium is probably.
Dude, San Fran is mean though.
San Fran.
They get in on you.
Yeah, both of them. Both those guys. They're probably neck and neck.
Yeah, but nobody said any like crazy stuff to me.
Well, you hadn't been around long enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yet, so
I don't got.
You get around and you're in center. So center is a little further away. Mm-hmm. If when you're in right
and left,
or left, they're right behind you, so they let you have it.
Same thing.
And but when you hear something creative, I want to hear about it, bro.
All right.
All right, bro. I mean, we got a game today, so.
Yeah, we got to drive too.
I know we got to drive. Yeah, it's gonna take us a little minute to get there, but thanks for coming on, man. I'm glad I got to really know you. I just know this young kid coming up, and. Everybody says he's really good, and boom, 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 and then you are really good, and then getting to really see how you develop and see the player you're becoming, bro, is super dope. It's super awesome, and I'm glad I'm gonna have a front row seat for pretty much your whole career. You know what I'm saying? And so
I appreciate you. I appreciate us playing too. Like that Dodgers Padres series. I say it all the time. It's just another baseball game, but like. That makes you play better.
It does.
Makes you a better player too. It makes you really hone in.
It makes you a better player all the time. Like you have to come and play a clean, complete game. And once you learn to do that all the time, not that you don't, but once you learn to do that all the time and get to that mental space of playing a clean, complete game, every game, no matter if it's us or the Pirates or the Reds or anybody, you know what I'm saying, the Giants, anybody, like that's when you'll get that understanding of the approach that you're talking about, and the game will get more clearer to you. You know what I'm saying?
Like DP, he told me, he said, it doesn't matter what you got that day. It's about getting in the box, going after it, trying to beat somebody with what you do have.
Yep.
Just realizing that, not worrying about what you did in the cage. You're not feeling good.
And it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard to separate them. No, you're not. So.
No.